What's going on, everyone? So the Lakers are officially without Cam Reddish tonight. So Lakers say Cam Reddish is out with a left abductor soreness from tonight's game. If you watched last night's game, or even if you just followed up with the box score, you may have noticed that Cam Reddish was limited. If you watched the game, you saw him depart and not return. He had a groin injury, which is what was announced at the time, and that seems to be a very common thing with the Lakers this season. Like, everyone's getting these groin injuries, which is not good. I mean, Cam Reddish has been fantastic for the Lakers. I mean, fantastic. Like, a huge surprise. I've been super high on Cam Reddish. I had been hoping and praying that he would eventually be a Laker. But this dude is just, I mean, he has just honed in all of his energy and effort on the defensive side of the basketball and has been spectacular. I mean, spectacular. He leads the NBA in deflections, and he's third in steals. I mean, he's leading the team in steals. He's our best defender, not named Anthony Davis right now, right? And obviously, we don't have Jarred Vanderbilt. We don't have any news as far as like when he'll actually return. We don't even have news how long Reddish is going to be out. This is very unfortunate, right? We just got good news. It feels like the other day that Jarred Vanderbilt was starting to ramp up and get ready to return to action. And you know, it's just the idea of like, oh man, wait till we have Cam Reddish and Jarred Vanderbilt on the floor together, both battling it out, right, on the defensive side of the ball. Good luck trying to score, right? Like, I would hate to be opposing teams' offense players, right? But now it's like, all right, we still don't have Vando back yet. And now we're probably going to miss Cam Reddish for a week or two, if not longer. Right? I mean, Cam Reddish is probably not coming back anytime soon. And we need him. Outside of Reddish, we have not been very good defensively. You know, Anthony Davis is still doing Anthony Davis things, but you know, we've struggled on the defensive end. And Vando, don't get me wrong, when Vando comes back, he's going to help a lot, right? He's really going to elevate a lot of things. As far as like the defensive side of the basketball goes, also helping with rebounding. Jarred Vanderbilt, 7 rebounds a game. That's going to be very welcomed, very needed. Plus his just athleticism, his energy, all of those things are going to be huge factors for the Lakers. That's why I've liked the idea of like Jarred Vanderbilt and Reddish in the starting unit. And I know some people are concerned about the shooting. We don't shoot anyway. We're terrible shooting the basketball anyway. And we've been atrocious, like literally historically bad in first quarters scoring the basketball. So why even worry about that? Worry about shutting down the other team, and then hopefully LeBron, Anthony Davis, who have basically been our offense in the first quarter, and D'Angelo Russell, those 3 guys anyway have been our offense, because Taurean Prince has basically been, you know, unplayable on the offensive side of things. Cam Reddish has been very solid, right? But my thing is like, why even worry about that, and just trust that, you know, D'Lo, LeBron, and AD can cover the bases as far as the offensive side to start the game. You have Reddish and Vando to just lock down and be absolute clamps and be the best defensive team in the league, right? And then if they can just at least shoot around league average, which Reddish is this season, he's been fantastic, and we'll touch on his offense here in a moment. But my thing is just lean full in. You can always make the adjustment early on if you need to, right? Like if LeBron and AD are having an off night, well, and you need some more offense, then interject some more offense. Like, it's not that complicated, right? But we need both Reddish and Vando on the basketball court. And it's just unfortunate. Like, we haven't been able to have guys healthy. Now we're missing our 3 best on-ball defenders, our 3 best point of attack defenders, our 3 best perimeter defenders, and Gabe Vincent, Cam Reddish, and Jarred Vanderbilt. You know, so our defense is definitely going to suffer. But Cam Reddish also, he had his struggles early on. He was kind of also, didn't really have a defined role, it looked like. But ever since he started and came into the starting unit, he's been spectacular, right? Which is crazy because it was just the other day, guess what? The Heat, where he missed the game winner, and everyone was losing their minds about Cam Reddish. And LeBron and Darvin Ham, and which credit them, kept going to him, kept trusting him, believing in the young man, knowing what he is capable of doing. And guess what? They were right. Cam Reddish is shooting almost 38% from three in the month of November. He's shooting 37.8% from three-point range. He's averaging 30 minutes per game. He's getting after it mightily. And he is just, I mean, look, I get, if you look at like just the box scores with Reddish, right? You're like, oh, he's averaging 7.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, 1 assist. Like, how impactful could he really be? He is ridiculously impactful. He's been ridiculously impactful. And and even on the offense side, his last 5 games, right? Well, we'll call it last 4 just because, again, he only played 5 minutes in Utah. He gave you 7 points on 33% shooting. Not the best offensive game, right? But outside of that, you got 8 points on 50% shooting, which is fantastic. You got 16 points on 50% shooting, which again is fantastic. And then you got 10 points on 43% shooting and 60% from 3. Like, that is very important, very valuable. Oh, and also in that time, again, we'll remove the game yesterday because he only played 5 minutes. He had 3 steals, 5 steals, and then on the Memphis game, he had 0 steals. But in his last 4 games that he's played, he's had 11 steals. Dude, the guy's been ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. He's still only 24 years old, by the way. And his energy, his effort, his athleticism, his youth, all of that stuff is going to be massive. And it couldn't have came at a worse time because we're going against the Dallas Mavericks, who have Luka and Kyrie. Of having to face Luka and Kyrie, we follow that game up with the Cavs, the Sixers, the Pistons, and the Thunder to round out this month, all on the road. So we have a 4-game road trip after this last home game against the Dallas Mavericks, against 3 really good teams, and then 1 terrible team, right? And all of those guys have somebody that Cam Reddish could have slowed down and made things difficult. Now, maybe we get lucky. Maybe Cam Reddish or Jarred Vanderbilt will be back by like the Cavs or Sixers game. That would be nice because he's still about a week away. But if the Lakers had Cam Reddish, like the Cavs, you could throw him on Darius Garland or Donovan Mitchell, right? Sixers, you could throw him on a Tyrese Maxey because of his speed, athleticism, size. Pistons, you could throw him on a Cade Cunningham, right? Or Jaden Ivey or something like that. The Thunder, you could throw him on an SGA. Like, if Chet's going out, you throw him on Chet. Because, again, his size, his athleticism, his wingspan, his just defensive ability. Talking 6'8", 7'2", 7'1", 7'2" wingspan, right? Like, this is a guy that can be a absolute beast for us. And it's very unfortunate because we need his defense badly. He's been playing a lot of minutes, and this is a guy that, I mean, there was questions if he'd even ever see the basketball court, right? At least this season, there was genuine questions of like, is he going to even see the court? Like, and then in preseason, he was sloppy, right? Like, it was like he couldn't dribble the basketball. It was really awkward. Even early to start the season, he was taking master classes from Jaylen Brown, just out here, just not even being able to dribble the basketball and like trying to drive and just losing the basketball on his own, like without any deflections, anything. Like, it was just really weird. And then all of a sudden, you just saw him turn it around. And you saw him just starting to figure it out. And you saw it clicking. You saw him lock down and really take it serious on the defensive side. And he even said, like, that's what Darvin Ham and LeBron and all them said. Like, hey, like if you want minutes, we need you to be the best defense player out on the court. And guess what? He said, okay, if that's what you want me to do, if that's how I'll stay on the court, then that's what I'll do. And, dude, the guy's been so good. It's hard to take him off. Like, seriously, he's been that good because he's so big and strong and fast and quick. I mean, you're talking about a guy that's 6'8", 7'1" wingspan, hyper athletic, super quick, agile, good on his feet, great lateral movement, can get wide. It's just like he is like the prototypical, like perfect defensive guy. Perfect defensive guy. And if he can maintain that, then he's going to be huge for the Lakers for this year and hopefully years to come. My concern is that he plays himself out of a Lakers contract and into another contract. But I also think he would. I am one of those people that, like, I think more times than not, players will actually take the money over, a place, whatever. On rare occasions you get it. I think Cam Reddish is one of those rare occasions. Because Cam Reddish's problem is he just hasn't been able to find a home. Like, even like when he got drafted, right? Like, he just hasn't had that home. And I think the Lakers are finally that home for him. So that allows him to have that stability. Where if he goes somewhere else, like, he could end up, he might get a little more money, but he could end up ruining his career. I mean, there were questions if he was going to be out the league at some point, right? And now you're talking about a guy who is playing 30 minutes per game for the Lakers. And I think the Lakers, if he did go through a struggle, the Lakers would still stick with him, whereas some other teams might not, So it's just a thought. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? This definitely hurts. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But how much do you think this hurts? Is it kind of panic mode for the Lakers defensively? It's time for other guys to step up. That's what it boils down to. But again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Let's me to enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.